I've written the section on the UN angle on the Global Compact on safe, orderly and regular migration. And I've talked particularly about the use of the word compact and what that means in terms of the genre of document we're talking about. Is it a political, legal, or a technical document? Because it affects the sorts of norms that will come out of the document, both in terms of form and also in terms of substance. So my particular argument here is that if we think of the word compact as signalling simply a political commitment, that rather neutralizes the significance of the document. We can see it as a kind of zombie policy or a paper tiger that doesn't really matter anything to anything very much at all, which would be disappointing since we do need real norms in this particular area. However, actually, it's more serious than that, because if we read the modalities resolution on the Global Compact, we can see that it's not merely a political commitment. In fact, the compact signifies more of a technical document, a document that involves the production of technical norms rather than political ones. And that's a real shame. It's a real shame, and it's very important to think about, because actually this is an area in which the UN hasn't been engaged in making political norms. And one of the reasons for that is that this is an essentially contested area. There hasn't been a discourse in the UN, a proper full discourse about migration. What we need then, instead of to fill this empty political space with an empty commitment, is to think about the content of the technical norms. One of the problems with the UN approach, the potential problems, is that when it's looking for the sorts of best practice providers and the experts that it wants to use to think about how to create norms in this area, what we need to focus on is who precisely will be invited. If the experts invited are the ones who currently dominate the field, then it's likely that the best practices and norms produced will be ones that benefit the regulation of migrations and of migrants rather than their human rights and trying to respect those human rights.